Good morning. I'm Michaela Young, and welcome back to TSL. We got a great show for you guys today. We have Tatiana Hernandez with the benefits of yoga and Georgia Rowley on maybe soccer's next big star. Well, guys, it's almost that time we've been waiting for. Warm weather and baseball. The Hartford Yard Goats have their opening day, April 4th. Do you guys think you'll end up attending a game?
Yeah, I feel like I would. I feel like tickets are very affordable, and also I feel like I like watching baseball. So
No peanuts, but...
No peanuts, but like, hey, it's not gonna be a bother for me. I'm still gonna have fun, and I might go for a game in the summer.
Nice.
I personally think baseball is boring, so I probably won't go.
Georgia,
Oh,
how dare you? Baseball's America's
It's so boring.
It's understandable if you don't have a team that's used to winning like me,
Whatever.
Boston Red Sox.
But
You know,
Yankees
I
are
would
gonna-
feel the same type of
Yankees
way.
are gonna come.
Oh, here we go. We've been
Yankees
hearing
gonna
that.
come through.
We've been hearing
really
that
do
spiel
not
for a
care.
while. It's okay. I wouldn't either if I wasn't used to championships. And you keep on dreaming.
No, my dream's gonna come true. Don't worry.
I'll call you maybe in 1950. I'll call you maybe, if I had to reverse the time back. But anyway. So, when will these team owners learn that they are not exempt? Recently, I brought you guys news of New England Patriots owner Robert Kraft possibly facing charges of soliciting prostitution. Well, the MLB is also facing their own controversies when they announced that San Francisco's Giants CEO Larry Bear will be suspended without pay until July 1st. This comes after the viral video of Bear being involved in a domestic dispute with his wife on March 1st. Although it was reported by local newspapers in San Francisco that Bear immediately stepped aside from his team duties, it took MLB and Commissioner Rob Manfred 25 days to achieve the main obvious result, that Bear ought to be suspended for a large proportion of the season. The video that was released by TMZ shows an altercation between Bear and his wife Pam, in which Bear attempts to take a cell phone from her and results to her falling to the ground and screaming. The San Francisco District Attorney's Office announced that they will not be filing criminal charges against Bear. Bear and his wife has been married over 3 decades and have 4 children together. Before hearing Bear's fate, MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred did agree that Mr. Bear's conduct was unacceptable under MLB policies and warrants discipline. When hearing his consequences of his actions, Bear issued a statement saying, "I made a serious mistake that I sincerely regret, and I am truly sorry for my actions." Bear goes on to say, "My unacceptable behavior fell well short of what must be demanded of every person, particularly someone in my position and role in the community. I will now immediately begin the significant work ahead of me to listen and learn from my mistakes and to seek professional advice. I am committed to doing what it takes to learn the trust and respect of the many people impacted by my actions." Bear was a part of the ownership group that bought the Giants in 1992 when they decided to keep the team in San Francisco. Since then, the club has won the World Series in 2010, 2012, and 2014. And officially in 2012 was when Bear took over as CEO. Hopefully, this setback will not affect the team's success for the up-and-coming season, but we'll have to stay tuned. Well, folks, that's all I have today. Now to Georgia Rowley on to soccer's next big player, Lionel Messi.
One scientist by the name of Simon Brundish did a whole study on who he thinks is the best footballer in the world right now. And from his studies, he said this was Lionel Messi. Messi is one of the most known footballers in the world, and there is so many statistics that can prove that he is the best. One statistic is that Messi has a goal or assist about every 48 minutes, which concludes that he scores about 2 goals every game. This is pretty insane if you would ask me. I personally think this is pretty good for him since he has scored 2 goals per game with an injury that he's been dealing with for a while. He even went down from 58 minutes to 48 minutes with his scoring from last season. Another thing is Messi's XG build score is really high on the scale from all the goals he has scored, which on the scale is 0.70, and the normal is usually 0.80. XG build is when you rewind the shot from or into the goal and give all the players credit that were involved in all the plays that led up to the goal being scored. I think that he has grown as a footballer, but because he has gotten more experience throughout his career than other footballers and has even played 1,000 more minutes in his games than Luke Modric did in his past season. This is surprising because Modric is one of the best players known to make more plays than Messi. He has become a great striker throughout the years, and people are starting to compare him to players like Alan Shearer. All the statistics clearly show how amazing he is as a soccer player, and I personally cannot wait to see what the future has in store for Messi's career because it's starting off great. Now over to Tatiana about yoga.
So, has any of you guys have done yoga before?
No.
Would you like to?
I think I'm too loud for yoga. I feel like I've always been someone that would talk during it because it's just not for me.
Well, I was wondering because I just started yesterday learning some basic moves. I would love to tell everyone that I learned from my experience. Yoga is most definitely an exercise, and you'll feel the workout after. According to yoga6.com, the Western practice is known a primarily physical one, but yoga is an Indian tradition. However, the physical exercise is part of a multidimensional practice. It has a meditative and spiritual core. Sorry about that. During my yoga experience, our instructor is telling us very inspirational statements, putting us in a meditative and relaxing place of mind. Your body and mind must relax before doing any of the complicated or even simple yoga poses. The movement that I learned brought strength, stability, and grace to my body. And I learned some 4 basic moves in my first class, which is the downward dog, the mountain pose, the crescent lunge, and the warrior pose. I will explain at least the dog. Starting with your hands and knees. Your hands are stacked under your shoulders, and your knees are under your hips. While your hand spreads, and press your index finger and thumb into your mat, so you're putting pressures there. While lifting your tailbone and pressing your butt up and down, drawing your hips towards the ceiling, you're straightening your legs as best as you can to press your heel gently towards the floor. Your head should be between your arms and facing your knees, and your back should be flat. During that position, you are going to be holding your breath for 5 to 10 seconds and breathing in and out for 5 to 10 breaths as well. All 3 poses are very easy, and you can do it in your own time at home even. I truly recommend starting yoga. It helps me with my core muscles and breathing and just mentally being spiritual and just feeling myself. Well, that's all, folks. With good weather coming through, let's all go outside and enjoy it and welcome spring. We are TSL, and bye-bye now.
See ya.